Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something truly unprecedented. We're talking about international cooperation on a scale we've rarely seen. We're going to explore exactly how the United Nations is launching this massive global scientific collaboration to manage, well, the most transformative technology of our entire lifetime, artificial intelligence. We are literally witnessing the birth of a global brain trust here. And the stakes? They absolutely could not be higher. Let's get into it.
Okay, here's our quick roadmap for today. We're going to start with fixing the UN Foundation, move into a global scientific assembly, then look at separating fact from fakes, the promise and peril of AI, the need for shared rules, and finally, turning all that science right into action.
So, part 1, fixing the UN Foundation and ending the budgetary double blow.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. Why on earth are we starting an explainer about artificial intelligence by talking about the UN's budget? Well, it's actually absolutely crucial. To govern something as wildly complex as global AI, the UN first had to get its own house in order. For almost 10 years, the UN was totally stuck in what they called a chaos cycle. See, member states don't always pay their dues on time. But under the old rules, the UN still had to return unspent funds that it hadn't even received in cash yet. Think about that. They were expected to give back money that literally did not exist. It was a massive contradiction that dealt a serious double blow to the whole organization's stability.
But the General Assembly just agreed to a brilliantly simple solution, at least on a trial basis. Under this new setup, unspent funds are only going to be returned when they are actually backed by real cash. Makes sense, right? This reform, which, by the way, people have been pushing for over almost a decade, finally lets the UN manage its resources responsibly and protect really critical things like peacekeeping operations. So with that financial ground finally secure, the UN is actually empowered to tackle the future.
All right, moving on to part 2, a global scientific assembly, forming the ultimate AI panel.
So, with that stabilized financial base we just talked about, the UN is rolling out a massive follow-up to the Pact for the Future. They are putting together the ultimate, fully independent scientific panel on artificial intelligence. We're talking about 40 incredibly distinguished individuals pulled from all over the world. It's co-chaired by AI pioneer Joshua Bengio and Nobel Peace Prize laureate Maria Ressa. Honestly, this is an unprecedented global scientific collaboration. It is the very first global, completely independent scientific body dedicated entirely to AI.
And the overarching mission of this collaboration? It's huge. Their main goal is to close the AI knowledge gap and figure out the real, tangible impacts of AI across our economies and our societies. This isn't just some political panel, okay? It's a massive cross-border brain trust, built from the ground up to give the whole world an authoritative, totally unbiased reference point. And let's be real, right now, we desperately need one.
Which brings us to part 3, fact from fakes, finding the truth in AI. You know, in absolute record time, this scientific assembly has already delivered on their promise. They dropped their very first assessment right on the eve of the inaugural AI dialogue in Geneva. And the UN chief's mandate for this panel was just spot on. He asked them to separate fact from fakes and science from slop. I love that phrasing. Because with all the noise, all the hype flying around about AI right now, the world desperately needed an honest, globally backed assessment to just cut through all that static and deliver the actual science. Next up, part 4, promise and peril, the dual nature of AI.
This first report from the collaboration is profoundly honest about the dual nature of AI. They aren't painting some perfect utopian picture here, but they aren't writing a doomsday script either. Let's look at the upside first. The scientists pointed out that if we use it right, AI could literally be the most powerful engine for human development we have ever seen. We are talking about massive, game-changing breakthroughs in global health, tackling world hunger, totally revolutionizing education, and using advanced modeling to fight climate change. It's huge.
But, and this is a big but, that incredible promise sits right alongside some serious peril. The panel contrasts all those massive developmental benefits with some very clear-eyed warnings. They are brutally honest about the immense harm artificial intelligence can cause if we just leave it unchecked and unregulated. The science shows us a technology that has the power to either save us or devastate us, and that depends entirely on how we choose to guide it.
Okay, part 5, the need for shared rules, the ticking clock.
Guys, right now, we are absolutely in a race against a ticking clock. This technology is evolving at breakneck speed, and frankly, our governance structures are really struggling to keep up. And that leads us to the single most important lesson from the panel's findings. The more AI advances without shared rules, the less say governments and everyday people are going to have in the outcome. It's a direct threat to our own human agency. If we just let this thing advance without a globally designed steering wheel, we're basically handing over control of our own future.
And because of that massive threat to human agency, the UN chief's message to governments around the world is incredibly direct and incredibly urgent. Do not wait. Now, keep in mind, this is just a preliminary report, right? The scientific panel is going to keep working as the tech evolves, but we simply cannot afford to hesitate or sit around waiting for the quote-unquote perfect moment, while AI just continues to weave itself into the fabric of our daily lives.
Finally, part 6, turning science into action, the Geneva Dialogue. So let's recap. We've got a stabilized UN foundation, we've got this incredible global scientific assembly, and we have their urgent preliminary findings. So how do we actually do something about all this? Well, the answer is the Geneva Dialogue. Next week, the very first global dialogue on AI governance kicks off in Geneva. And the whole goal here is to take all this amazing scientific collaboration and turn it into actual shared action, making sure that every single nation has a seat at the exact same table. The UN is going to lay out proposals to help all countries build the capacity they need to deal with this tech and make sure everybody gets to share equitably in its rewards.
The Summit of the Future recently asked a huge question. Can international cooperation actually keep pace with the crazy speed of modern technology? Well, the formation of this global brain trust gives us an answer. The science is here. We've got the data. We literally can no longer say that we didn't know the risks or the potential. And that leaves us with the single most vital question of our era. The science is clear, the table is set. So what are we going to do with it now? That outcome, for sure, is up to all of us.